Hi, I'm Scott Shapiro, and I'm a team lead on an Optimove Strategic Services team. And I'm here to discuss segmenting your churned one-time purchasers. You don't have a lot to go off of, and this is a group that is notably hard to re-engage. They only have one order, and that gives you limited information to work with. But even that can tell you a lot. We looked at a few key metrics that might help shape your messaging and the timing of your emails. Using customers who did go on to make a second purchase, do we see worthwhile correlations in metrics like day of the week, time of the day, order amount, and product category? Starting with day of the week, one on the left, we see their first order, and on the top, we see their second order. And what you can see is that a customer is over 25% more likely to purchase on their original day than any individual day. So let's say you're scheduling a weekly reactivation email for your one-timers. Why not personalize it to their prior purchase day? Similarly, there's a 25 to 50% increase that a customer purchases within the same 6-hour window relative to their first purchase. Combining the day of the week with the time of the day, and you're really optimizing the engagement factor for a notably tricky group to engage. Aside from timing questions, we also have order amount. Customers reveal a lot within one order. Perhaps using order amount, you can really focus on your discounting budget by focusing on those who meet a certain order criteria in their initial purchase, as it's very likely that they remain in a similar price group. So for example, maybe they have to have purchased a minimum amount within their first order to be eligible for the email communication surrounding high discounts. Whereas if they were a pretty low value customer to begin with, you can put them in a different stream that either focuses just on trying to get them back or forces them to kind of maybe have a more gamified approach to see if they're worth investing in as long-term customers or weaning off because they aren't worth as much long-term value. Lastly, product category. First, by analyzing which categories have the highest customer value and their highest stickiness in terms of retention. If you look at the graph we see here, on the left, we see the percentage likelihood of making a second purchase by category, and on the bottom, we see the future spending value of that category. So by looking in that bottom right quartile, you see that group of high retention, high future spend customers that come in this case from this particular example in categories like boys and girls. By coupling this with the correlation between different product categories, you can take a customer's initial purchase category and then help use this to promote what kind of content they might see. Promote stickier products that correlate best with what they had in their first purchase. Obviously, if they started with a high value product like girls or boys, stick with that. But perhaps we see that there's something like a relatively reasonable correlation between baby that will then migrate into girls and boys, start promoting that down the line. So I'll leave you with this. Test timing, test content, get the most out of your reactivation budget by kind of focusing on some of these key factors. These are the hardest customers to get back, so every advantage you can find at the margins will be really profitable long term. Thank you.